Hello guys, welcome. My name is Amaliyah Rubini, or you can call me Anne, and I am a student that currently in my fourth semester of college at Telkom University, Bandung. So actually, this is my very first solo podcast. It's not that I never make it before, but I made one with my class for a certain final project. And now that I meet again with these kinds of stuff alone, it kind of get lonely, but that's okay. Because today I have a very interesting topic to talk about. Well, my podcast doesn't go with certain exact theme. It changes however I want it to. But today we're gonna talk about environmental issue as my very first premiere episode. So, before we start, have you ever heard the rumor that in 2050 the existence of humans could vanish? Yes, vanish. Like none, nothing at all. There were some rumors floating about that. At first, of course, I didn't believe it myself. But after some searching and reading some posts about it, the cost that being talked about, I started thinking that it might happen in the future. I mean, imagine 2050 is very close. It's 2021 already. You just need 20 what? 29 more years to reach that, right? So it's very scary to think about it. And I read in some posts that the main cause that currently being talked about in environmental issue is pollutions. And when I heard about that, I realized that it is true. In fact, this topic is being quite neglected by us as a human that live in this earth. I mean, for centuries, we walk on this earth making civilization, building our houses that become home for so many families. But we only think about ourselves and our convenience. So what about our environment? Have we ever thought that just maybe our ignorance toward our home, our earth, could lead us to a very big disaster? Well, of course, I'm sure none of us would want that to happen, especially very soon, like 2050. I mean, I don't want that to happen personally. I assume that you guys don't want that to happen too. And of course, I think you guys all knew the fact that humans are the main cause of pollution going around the world right now. Like air pollution, water pollution, and even earth pollution. There are so many waste were thrown carelessly each year, especially plastic. There are tons and tons of it, making these huge, dirty, dangerous piles. And that piles of dirt is the virus that made our earth sick. You must also realize that lately, the amount of natural disaster going around has increased rapidly, like flood and eruption. It's because the pollution contaminate our environment, and since it also affects the iceberg at our Antarctica, they become melted and the sea level arise. Also, the harvest of our crops is not going so well lately. These past months, especially in this pandemic, there are many failed cases. Like if you saw on the news, our farmer has been complaining about their poor harvest lately, and that's so bad. Those disasters affect us humans. Our living starts from our environment to the food that we eat. In the end, it affects our health too. That's what makes a lot of disease coming around. Every time new disease came, and then we have to struggle searching for another medicine. It's because our environment, and it's because our fault too. We don't pay attention with our environmental more. That's why from that small ignorance, from just throwing a single plastic, not on their trash bin, big disaster could be created. And of course, I'm sure you guys all know that since it is our fault, humans are the one who could also fix this problem. After all, we made it in the first place, so we as humans should take the responsibility for it. Now, I made a campaign called the Guardian of the Earth. It's a movement when you start taking care of your surrounding, like you just seek from the small step of improvement you could do by any way you like that helps your surrounding. It doesn't need to be like a wide zone, but you could start from your room, your house, or maybe your neighborhood. It's okay. You can start from small steps. It's fine. And then you could start also by reminding people to throw waste into the public dump and identify things that can be reused and recycled. It's a very simple but also very effective move. Like imagine if each person followed that rules, how awesome will it be for our earth? It's going to be a very convenient place to live. I am sure of that. So please, if you find this podcast, join me in the Guardian of the Earth movement. Because the Earth only have us as their guardian. Like the movie Guardian of the Galaxy, they protect the galaxy. And we Guardian of the Earth protect our Earth. Now, maybe that's the only thing that I'm going to discuss today. Especially in my premiere episode, I don't want to make it long. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you will stay for other episodes. That's from Anne. Thank you and goodbye.